Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be telling you a little about skip counting slash easy multiplication. I'll be teaching you two strategies for 2 times 1 and 2 times 2 digit problems. So let's begin. Well, to start, what is skip counting? Well, skip counting is just multiplication but slower, but it is easier to understand. As an example, skip counting would be 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15, but multiplication would just be 3 times 5 equals 15. As you may have noticed, skip counting is slower because we put the number into groups. If you're still confused, don't worry because here's a visual. So for skip counting, we would just make 3 groups and then put 5 stuff into each of the 3 groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if you counted all the lines that we made, you would see that we got 15 as our sum. But in multiplication, we don't need to draw all this stuff. We just need to know our multiplication facts. So, what if you don't know your multiplication facts? Well, if you don't, that's perfectly fine. All you have to do is look at this diagram I have here, or you can search up your multiplication facts and memorize them. Now, this will take some time, but everything takes a little time. So if you want to get good at math, then you're going to have to practice. So you might as well just practice your multiplication facts in one time, rather than just struggle and probably fail. Okay, so on to the actual video. For our first strategy, we have area model, which is for 2 times 1 digit strategies. So for our practice equation, we have 2 times 16. Okay, so to start, you want to make a box with 2 squares, just like that. And then you're going to put the smaller number or whatever number is easier to multiply on the side. And in this case, 2 is easier to multiply. And then you're going to get the second digit, which is 16. And then you're going to break it apart. So in this case, 16 could be 6 and 10, which is the easiest way you can break apart it, but there are a lot of ways. Okay, so then you're going to write 10 plus 6 at the top because that is how you, because, so then you're going to write 10 plus 6 at the top. Then inside your first square, you're going to take both of these numbers and then you're just going to write them in here as a multiplication problem. Now, it is really important to know your multiplication facts because even in doing strategies for multiplication, you are still going to have to multiply, just easier problems. So 2 times 10 should be easy, which because it is 20. And then you're going to do the same for these two numbers. And 2 times 6 is 12. And then you're going to take both of these numbers and you're just going to add them. Just like this. Okay, so 0 times 2 is 2. And 2 plus 1 is 3. And there you have it. That's your answer. It's as easy as that. I know, right? You thought it was going to be so hard. Well, if you're still confused, feel free to rewatch. But if you think you got it, then try this equation. This one is a little harder, but if you got the strategy, you should be able to know it. Okay, so first you need to draw your rectangle with two squares, and then you're going to put the easier digit here. And in my case, 9 is easier to multiply. Then you're going to break apart 21, which I like to do as 20 and 1. And then you're just going to put your 9 times 20 in here. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but an easy way to multiply numbers that end in a 0 like this is just forget about the 0 and multiply these numbers. So 9 times 2 is 18, and then you're just going to add the 0, which is 180. And then you're going to do the same for your other two numbers. And 9 times 1 is just 9. And then you're going to take both of these numbers and add them. Okay, so 0 plus 9 is just 9. And 8 plus nothing is 8. And 1 plus nothing is 1. And there you have your answer. Okay, so on to 2 times 2 digit strategies. And this strategy is called lattice multiplication, or just lattice. Okay, so to start, you're going to draw a big square, and by big, I mean pretty big, but not too big. And then you're going to divide your square into 4 tinier squares. And then this part may be a little weird, but trust me, it actually helps a lot. So now you're just going to draw a line at each of the corner, just like this. And then I'm just going to take apart the digits and just put them on the top. So 1 and 3. And this time you're not actually going to break it apart, you're just going to separate the digits. And then you're going to take your next number and just put it and just do the same thing. Okay, so now you're going to multiply these numbers. And you always want to remember that if it's just a single digit, then you want to remember that the one's digit always goes in the bottom. So 1 times 1 is 1, so it goes in the bottom. And then you're going to want to do these two numbers, and 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so if you want to remember, you can just check the 1, so you remember that you've done it, but that's optional. I don't like to do it because I remember. And then you're going to do these two numbers. And 1 times 5 is just 5. And 3 times 5 is 15. So you're going to put the tens digit on the top. Okay, so this next step is pretty easy. All you want to do is you want to add the numbers that are in a row. As an example, you want to add all these numbers, and then these numbers, and these numbers. Okay, so 5 plus nothing is 5, and 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then 1 plus nothing is just 1. And then there you have it. There's your, and there you have it. There's your product. 195. It's as easy as that. Okay, so again, I'm just going to remind you, if you understand the strategy, you can move on to the next one, and if you don't, feel free to rewatch the video. Okay, so for your next practice problem, you're going to take, our equation is 22 times 22. Okay, so you want to draw a big square, and inside the big square, you're going to divide it into 4 smaller squares, and then you're going to take the digits and place them over here and over here. And in this case, it doesn't matter because both of the numbers are the same. So 22 and 22. Okay, and then you want to draw the lines. And then you want to multiply both of these numbers. So 2 times 2 is 4. And you basically just want to do the same thing. And since all of the numbers are just 2, since all of the numbers are 2, I'm just going to write 4 in each of them. Okay, so now you're just going to add them. So first you're going to add this. Okay, so 4 plus nothing is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, and again 4 plus nothing is 4. And there you have your answer. 484. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And bye!